Hi, I'm Carrie Ann Stout, founder and CEO of Vinco Bar Exam Coaching, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. If this is your first time tuning in, this is our first time doing Vlogmas, and our tagline is bar prep, but make it festive. I've been having a blast, and I hope if you've been following along, you have too. First, and most importantly, have you checked out my sweet Stitch sweater? Also, this is the first video that is being filmed outside of my office and with my new camera, so I'm really excited about that. That's how we got upstairs and out of the office and by the Christmas tree, which is really nice. So I hope that you enjoy the new scenery there. Now, on to today's video. For Vlogmas Day 4, we are doing a plan with me for the February 2021 bar exam. And that means I am going to show you how to plan a week of bar prep. It's one of the number one questions I get asked is how to organize my time during bar prep. What am I supposed to be focusing on? So hopefully this video can bring you some clarity with that. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's get started with planning together for the February 2021 bar exam. What I'm going to do is show you how to plan out a week the way I would do it. First, let me tell you what planner I'm using. This is the Full Focus Planner by Michael Hyatt. It is designed for and really marketed to business owners, so I'm not necessarily saying to run out and get this planner, although I do love it and it has a lot of great features in it. I'm basically just using it to utilize this page, which is just a blank weekly planning page. If you are interested in seeing like a full walkthrough of this planner and how I use it, you can leave me a comment below and I absolutely will do that for you. But for now, I want to focus on the content of this video. So before we can get to weekly planning, which is what we're going to look at here, we need to look big picture planning. So we need to set some goals for ourselves around bar prep. Now, I know that I want to do 3,000 to 3,500 MBE questions. So I need to figure out how much time I have between now and the bar exam and how many questions I'm going to be needing to do on a daily basis. So I did some quick math based on having about 12 weeks to study for the bar exam, factoring in some full-length practice tests, and I've determined that I really need to do between 33 and 50 multiple choice questions every day. If you are watching this later or are starting later, you might need to do 50 plus MBE questions a day. I also know that I want to do about 60 essays between now and the bar exam, again, based on some quick math, including full-length practice tests. That comes out to being about 4 essays a week that I want to write out. And then I did the same thing for MPTs, wanting to aim for about 12 of those, factoring in full-length tests. I want to try to aim to do about 1 to 2 of those a week. That will get me over 12, but it's good to have goals. So knowing that I want to do the 33 to 50 MBE questions a day, that I want to try to do 4 plus essays a week, and that I want to do 1 or 2 MPTs a week, I start filling in my weekly plan based on that. So I'm going to start with 33 MBEs, and I'm going to put them in for every day. And I will include a still picture of this when it's all completed for you. Now, I also use a daily planner, so I would then transfer this plan into my daily planner, but I would start with a weekly plan. I also like to plan on Friday, like we're doing right now, for the upcoming week, so that my weekend is not all crazy worrying about what I have to do. So I really like to take a little bit of time, maybe a half hour on Friday afternoons to set the schedule. All right, so I have my MBEs for the week. Now, I know I want to try to do 4 essays. So I will either pick to do 2 essays at a time on 2 days, or maybe I'll do 4 essays, 1 essay a day. Since this is more towards the beginning of bar prep for me, I might choose to do 1 essay every other day. So 1 MEE, 1 MEE, 1 MEE, 1 MEE. And now I see, oh, I don't really want to add one to the weekend, so I'm going to go back and put one on Thursday. Now I also will add my MPTs, try to do 1. Since I don't have an essay on Tuesday, I'll add that on Tuesday. And now, if you were following a Vinco schedule, you'd be breaking down about 1 to 2 subjects a week, really going through learning, memorizing, understanding, all of that good stuff. So let's say that this week I'm going to be working on torts. So I'll give myself 3 days with torts and contracts, and I'll give myself 3 days with contracts. So you can see for me, I'm trying to keep less on the weekend here. I don't want to overwhelm or overload my Sundays. I'm trying to spread it out through the week. Now, and you can do this a couple of ways. So I didn't have any appointments coming up in this week, say, but if I did, if I knew that like Tuesday was going to be a busy day or Friday was going to be a busy day, whatever the case may be, I could have adjusted this accordingly for that, right? So you want to start with any commitments that you may have, but with it being a pandemic and working from home and not really going anywhere, I didn't have any commitments. But if you had certain meetings or things that you had to do, you could plan around that to front load your work or end load your work accordingly. Now you also want to add your self-care things. So what are those activities that you're going to do? So maybe on Monday, I'm going to watch a Christmas movie. On Sundays, my mom and I like to do puzzles together. I'm actually secretly 150 years old. You may not know that about me, but I really like to do old people things. And maybe on Thursday, I'm going to do my nails, which if you can't see, I do have some Christmas themed. I don't know if it'll focus. Not really giving you the best view. I'll take a picture. They are some holiday light nails, which I do myself, obviously, because I'm not going anywhere. I recommend that you try to put something every day that's going to be a break, that's going to be self-care for you. But if you can't fit that in, definitely a minimum of 3 times a week. Make sure that you're taking that time for yourself. Then you want to make sure that you have those like life things that you have to take care of. So for example, I do laundry on Saturdays and I meal plan on Thursdays and we grocery shop on Sundays. And we get the house clean on Fridays. So you want to get that all in there as well. And just so that you could see, in case, you had those things, you would also add appointments, like I said earlier. So if you had an appointment at 1 p.m., whatever the case may be, you would add that. Okay. So let's see if I can give like a little aerial view. See it. I'll try to include a picture, like I said. But what's really important here for you to take away is that we're starting with the big picture, meaning we look at what we want to achieve in all of bar prep, and then we break it down into smaller pieces. And then B, we plan for the week ahead so we can see what we have going on and how much work we can reasonably get accomplished. We want to make sure to include our life things like appointments, meetings, things like that, our chores like laundry, grocery shopping, things like that. And then we also want to build in our self-care, downtime, me time as well. Okay, so I hope this gave you some, concrete steps that you can take to start formulating your bar exam plan for the February 2021 bar exam. I hope that you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 4 and that you feel a little bit more organized and prepared for how you're going to spend your time. You'll see a theme through some of the advice I'm giving in Vlogmas, which is around being organized, setting boundaries, having a plan, and today really tied some of those things together. So I hope you can implement these tips and tricks, and I hope you'll come back tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 5, where we have our very first guest, and I'm very excited about that. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about Vinco, you can head to vincoprep.com. We have lots of free resources for you there. Or if you're planning to take the February 2021 bar exam or the July, you can reach out to our friend Sheena at info@vincoprep.com and she will hook you up with a free consult if you mention this video. Until tomorrow.